The entire globe, even as it trembles in passion with the birth of new nations and shrinks in the hand of a dispassionate science, is today the site of a momentous conflict. It is fought indeed on every level of man's experience, for the stakes are high.
You can turn back now, or learn the stuff they don't want you to know. Here are the facts. Whether we're talking about ancient history or the modern day, security has always been one of the primary concerns of any government. In the past, laws aimed at preserving national security often crossed the line into discrimination, such as decrees banning people of certain religions or ethnicities from holding governmental or military positions in Western Europe, or the internment of Japanese American citizens during World War II. These laws were not always applied to the same groups, and the levels of persecution varied. But their stated aim was the same: to avoid infiltration of outside interests and to prevent these interests from secretly gaining control of the country. It sounds bizarre, but could it actually happen? Could some outside group really infiltrate and control a government? Absolutely. Here's where it gets crazy. Not only have world governments been repeatedly infiltrated, but the practice likely continues today. In the shadowy world of statecraft, it's almost a given that some outside organization, whether another state, a corporation, or even a religious group, will attempt to subtly influence the actions of a government. Beginning in the 1920s, Soviet intelligence agencies launched massive infiltration efforts in both the United Kingdom and the United States. In Spies, The Rise and Fall of the KGB in America, authors John Earl Haynes, Harvey Clare, and Alexander Vasiliev state that more than 500 Americans from all walks of life became Soviet spies. And these weren't just low-level flunkies. Some were Rhodes Scholars and Ivy League graduates serving in the State Department, the U.S. Treasury, and even the OSS, the precursor to today's CIA. Even Ernest Hemingway had contact with the Soviets. The Soviets also had spy rings in Oxford and Cambridge. In many cases, the spies provided insider information, such as advance notice of foreign policy decisions or technological advancements. This is not meant to imply that the Soviets were the only players in this game. Both the United Kingdom and the US have been accused of similar activities. Today, many citizens remain unaware of these repeated instances of high-level infiltration, and many accounts of these activities remain classified. Most publicly acknowledged infiltration programs come to us from the distant past, and it's difficult to name specific infiltration attempts in the modern day. But one thing's for sure: if these events are continuing, then it's certainly something the world governments don't want you to know. And the most extensive infiltration of the United States may not have been by a government at all. Tune in and learn more about Operation Snow White in the next episode.